come here and receive all his medical care from Shriners Children's Hospital. He had his first operation when he was only a few months old. His first amputation when he was about 4. The second one when he was about 9. He's now 46 years old. He's been a double amputee since about 9 years old.
So he's functional.
He is functional. However, the prosthetics that he was wearing when he was detained were too small. The clinic where he attends, Hanger Clinic, had his new prosthetics waiting for him. But unfortunately, he got picked up. And when the prosthetics are too tight, he can't walk. It's like skin rubbing on skin rubbing on skin, or skin rubbing on plastic. Is a constant rub. It's chafing, it's bruising. Every step hurts. And ICE knew about his new prosthetics since January. We told them. The doctor provided a doctor's note. Yet they allowed him to be in agonizing pain up until a few weeks ago, finally.
So he has them now.
He has them now. That still comes with other issues because they're microchipped. They're required to be calibrated to his height, calibrated to his weight, calibrated to how he walked, the rhythm of his walk. And they have to be charged at least 8 hours a day. His prosthetics cannot be charged 8 hours a day. It's about maybe 2 to 3 hours if he's lucky. But then when they die, when the prosthetics die, it becomes super heavy and it's stiff. He can't walk. The knee doesn't bend. And so he's back using a wheelchair or asking for assistance. He can't walk long distances, so someone has to grab his food. And oftentimes people forget. So when he goes hungry, he has to wait to use the restroom. He can't go use the restroom like everyone else. He can't use other facilities like everyone else. As a matter of fact, he hasn't been outside. He can't walk those distances and be outside because of his disability.
Has he had a hearing?
Good question. He's been before the court, and that's something his lawyer could speak more on. But he has been in front of the judge several times, yet they still have him in custody.
Now, you mentioned he's from Liberia. Has he applied for citizenship?
He has. He has applied about 4 times. 4 times.
And what happens?
Denied, denied, denied. This 4th time now, he has an application going, which is frustrating because he has a pending application, an open pending application. It's not closed.
When did that start? Do you know?
That started, ironically, 2 days after he was detained. We received a letter in the mail January 17th. He was picked up January 15th. That his application was received and is pending.
So does he have a hearing for that?
No, not yet. We're still waiting. He has another hearing, but there's so many different type of hearings. We're still waiting. He has a hearing actually next Wednesday, but this is for asylum. This is not for his immigration status. This is not for like permanent residency, citizenship. No, this is for asylum. This is to determine if he will be deported or not.
Wow. And so, do you think considering the tone of the country right now, the chances of him being deported are great?
Rodney's disability in Liberia cannot be supported. The closest country that could support his disability would be India. They would have to fly him out to a whole other country, a whole other continent. The United States of America is the only place that can provide him the medical attention that he needs. Even to charge his prosthetics, there is no type of electrical system in Liberia that can even support the type of electricity he needs to keep his prosthetics charged.
So you believe if he were deported, it would mean the end of his life?
Yes. In Liberia, disabled individuals are often killed, murdered, mistreated. They're like the low of the low, 3rd, 4th, 5th class citizens. They're usually the ones that are homeless and go without. Families disown them.
Wow.
He would not be able to walk into a restaurant and order food.
Does he have kids?
He does have children.
How many?
He has 7.
Wow.
We are a blended family.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
does he have any biological?
He does. He have 2 biological children, Sasha and Chris.
Are
Taylor.
either of them here?
No, but they should be coming later.
Okay, so 7 with you.
7 with me.
Wow.
He don't like for me to separate. And when he finally hears this, he's gonna be like, "Why would you say that?" But yeah.
Okay. Jim, do you have anything?
No, I mean, this point?
Since he was 2.5 years old.
And he's 45.
He's 45, since 1981. He came August 1981.
And how long have you been in a relationship with him?
3.5 years.
And where is his barber shop, where he's a barber?
It's in Snellville. We just did a health fair in March. He had planned his health fair well before he was detained. And to continue to support the effort, we continued it for him. The health fair was connected with the barbershop. We provided free screenings, free haircuts for the community over there where he serves.
What's the name of the barbershop?
Fourth quarter cuts. Fourth quarter cuts, like fourth quarter, like the football.
Okay.
It's a football themed barbershop.
All right. So will you be able to go to the hearing next week?
It's online. I'm going to attend virtually.
What day is it next week?
It's Wednesday, July 2nd.
What time?
1 p.m.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Good job. Good job.
Thank you. This is his brother, the white shirt.
We're streaming, so if you want them, you bring them in. I'll do whatever you want. But I don't want to. You want them in the street? We can spin it. But just I want you to understand that if you want phone numbers and stuff, we get them up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amilcar Valencia. Before we start with the action today, I just want to address community members who are here for a check-in with immigration. Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Amilcar Valencia. Antes de que iniciemos esta actividad, quiero informarles a las personas que vienen a este edificio a hacer un check-in con inmigración que estamos aquí haciendo una protesta por los derechos de las personas que están en detención. Específicamente en el caso de Rodney Taylor, una persona que es una persona doble amputada, que está detenida y que ha sufrido negligencia en el centro de detención. Estamos aquí para pedir su liberación, pero también para hablar de los casos de personas que están detenidas. No vamos a interferir con sus citas, estamos aquí nada más al lado. Esta es una protesta pacífica. Nadie está pretendiendo ser arrestado en este momento, simplemente estamos aquí para llamar atención al caso de Rodney Taylor y también de las personas que están siendo detenidas por inmigración en el centro de detención de Stewart. Si ustedes pueden continuar en la línea como normal, vamos a estar aquí haciendo ruido para que nos escuchen, pero no vamos a interferir con ninguna de sus actividades. Si quieren unirse a nosotros son bienvenidos, pero sabemos que están aquí por otro fin y les deseamos lo mejor en su proceso. Estamos con ustedes, no están solos y bueno, vamos a estar aquí haciendo un poquito de ruido. So we're going to get started in a few minutes. I just wanted to address community members who are here for their check-in with ICE. For those who are here for the rally and action today, this is a peaceful event. We are not going to try to get arrested today. So wanted to make sure that those who are on the street follow instructions from our marshals who are here to keep us all safe and protected. So make sure that you are on the sidewalk. This is a public space, and we're gonna hold a rally here. Before we start, I'm going to ask our chanter to start us with a few chants, and then we're gonna start with the program.
Here today, everybody, we're here to free Rodney Taylor, free them all. Free Rodney Taylor, free them all. Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor. Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor. Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
I love some of the signs of ICE. Let's say we like ICE. We like ICE crushed. We like ICE in margaritas. How else do we like ICE?
Not on the streets.
Not in the streets. ICE is not law and order. Release them now. ICE is not law and order. If they're detaining immigrants, if they're detaining people off the streets, sweeping them from neighborhoods in quote-unquote mass deportation efforts, ICE quotas are inhumane. Release
Immigrants are welcome here.
This is not what democracy looks like.
Immigrants are welcome here.
Free Rodney Taylor, free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor, free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor, free them all. Free Rodney Taylor, free them all.
All right. We're going to get a few more minutes before we start.
Just so you know, we're streaming. It's the new thing. It's going to be a melee. But I did want you to.
How are you doing?
More chances, free Rodney Taylor. Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor. Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
We weren't there yet.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free
them
them
all.
all.
It's going to take a
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor. Inhumane. Free them all. ICE quotas are 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 inhumane. Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor. Free them all. Free Rodney Taylor. Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney Taylor.
Free them all. How do you like your ice? Do you like your ice
He's right here.
in your favorite drink?
Yeah.
What's your favorite drink?
We're going to need for a second.
We like our ice in juice. We like our ice in cold drinks. We like our ice crushed. We like our ice in margaritas. We like our ice to cool us off. But ice is not law and order. No more immigration jails. We need more immigration judges. No more immigration jails. We need more immigration judges.
Okay,
Free
we're
Rodney
gonna-
Taylor.
Free them all.
Free Rodney 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 Taylor.
Free them all. All right. Thank you, everyone. We're going to get started with our program today. Welcome. Thank you for showing up today. We are here today because we know the inhumane treatment that Rodney Taylor has been facing at Stewart Detention Center. Rodney is a double amputee who's been detained by immigration since February this year. He's been detained and not received proper attention and accommodations for his disabilities. We know that the Stewart Detention Center is the largest immigration detention center in the country with the capacity to detain up to 2,000 people. It's inhumane, the treatment that people go through into this facility every day. My name is Amilcar Valencia. I am the Executive Director of El Refugio. El Refugio has been working, supporting, advocating for families and people who have loved ones detained at Stewart. We welcome families into our hospitality house every weekend, and that's how we met Mildred, who is Rodney's fiancee, who was there for a visitation. And then we learned the story, and then we are here again to support her family, and to demand the immediate release of Rodney Taylor from Stewart Detention Center. So that's the main goal today. We are here demanding the release of Rodney Taylor, demanding the release of everyone with disabilities who is currently detained at Stewart, demanding the release of pregnant people at Stewart, demanding the release of everyone who is dealing with serious medical conditions that we know ICE is incapable of providing protection and support to individuals detained. Unfortunately, Stewart has a long history of abuse and neglect, and we have it documented for many years. It's not just organizations and lawyers and family members, but the government has created reports, inspections at this facility, and have clearly noted the deficiencies, the issues that people experience in detention, whether it's medical neglect, whether it's abuse, whether it's attacks when they are organized inside of the detention center, and more. There is many people who unfortunately have been deported from this facility, and many unfortunately have lost their life at this detention center, and we are demanding action today. We're going to start with our speakers today. I'm going to introduce Mildred Pierre, who is Rodney's fiancée, and who has been advocating since day one to get Rodney released from Stewart. Welcome, Mildred.
Awesome. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I know it's nice and hot. Mike, you stand right here. Everyone, this is Mike. This is Rodney's brother. This is Sarah Owens. This is Rodney's amazing lawyer. On January 4th, Rodney Taylor asked me to marry him with our friends and family as witnesses. As we routinely leave our home during the week and drop off the kids to school, stop by the barbershop, and I head to work. On Wednesday, January 15th, at approximately 7:45 a.m., that routine was abrupted by an unmarked truck blocking my car in the back and two more vehicles blocking my car in the front. With guns drawn, they told Rodney Taylor to exit the vehicle as he was under arrest. With no warrant, no proof of who they are, we were all trying to understand what is happening. I felt like this was a scene from a movie. Rodney calls out to me and tells me to call his lawyer. Today, Rodney has been in ICE custody for 161 days. Rodney is permanently disabled. He is a double amputee since the age of 9 years old. He is now 46 years old. Rodney has been denied his prosthetics for more than 4 months, causing agonizing, sharp, pin-like pain in his legs and where he's been amputated, thus unable to walk to get food. He has to rely on other detainees to give him food. His first 30 days in detention center, he had lost 20 pounds as a result. Furthermore, he has been denied proper medical attention. As of yesterday, the Stewart Detention Center facility is severely overcrowded. There are more than 110 people being housed in a dorm designed for only 84 people, with many forced to sleep on the floor. Staff is stretched thin, and classification of inmates is deeply concerning. Individuals convicted of serious offenses like rape, attempted murder are housed alongside people charged with minor offenses, such as DUI and simple battery. Court dates are often pushed back 3 to 4 months apart, allowing the facility to maximize its revenue. The facility earns roughly $1,000 to $2,000 per inmate per day, per housing, feeding, phone calls, commissary services. As a result, it appears that it's keeping people detained longer than the facility's financial arrest. What makes the situation even more troubling is that roughly 90% of inmates speak Spanish, yet only 5% of staff can communicate in Spanish, creating significant barriers to basic communication and access to information. Rodney is one of those 90%. Rodney is in that percentage. We are here to rally for his release. It's about time he come home. It's about time he advocate for his family and help other people in his situation. We are here to support Rodney Taylor. I want to thank ATL DSA, El Refugio, Necessary Trouble Atlanta, Party for Socialism and Liberation, Indivisible, Team Libertad, New Disabled South, Migrant Equity Southeast, Llama, Liberian Association of Metro Atlanta, and other organizations that are here to support. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor.
Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor.
Free Rodney Taylor. Thank you, Mildred, for sharing powerful testimony. And we, again, are here demanding the release of Rodney Taylor today, so he is able to reunite with his family. He's able to go back to our community. He's able to receive the care. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Court Civic is denying him inside a Stewart Detention Center. We are going to hear Rodney Taylor's voice. We have a recording from Rodney that we're going to play for you all.
Even though I am sitting in the Stewart Detention Center, I am so extremely grateful for what this country has done for me. Despite what ICE and its current administration is trying to do to me, the America that I used to know was a place where you had the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, where a person can have a sense of independence, where a double amputee like myself can run his own business despite their disability, where your efforts and determinations are rewarded. Place where the Constitution is looked at. The decision of this country right now is very disheartening. As an immigrant who cherishes this land, what happened to give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free? That's the America I know and love. In closing, I would like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for encouraging me with the word every day. My beautiful fiancee, Mildred, none of this would be possible without her.
Shannon Community Center. To call and press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2. This is a call from and paid for by
Rodney Taylor,
a detainee at Stewart Detention Center. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. Press 1 or star to accept. Thank you for using Sounding.
Hi, honey. You on speaker? The world is watching.
hey, how you doing?
I'm good. Do you want to say a few words because you're live and you kind of called interrupting your recording? Literally, there's like over 50 people here. Sarah Owens, Mike is here.
I appreciate it.
You have to say something, honey.
I like to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate everybody's efforts. It warms my heart just to know that I got so many people supporting me out there. It's a struggle, but hey, God's willing. And where can I express how it makes me feel right now?
Thank you. Sorry.
All right, give it up for Ronnie, who is currently on the phone, calling directly from Stewart Detention Center. And we heard also a little bit of a recording of another call that they were able to record for us today. Hopefully we'll be able to make that available later for media to have access to it. But we're hearing the voice of someone who is currently detained, who is suffering, who needs support, who needs to be released from detention. So give it up for Ronnie, who is currently on the phone. You are not alone. 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 You are not alone.
Communities, not cages.
Communities, not cages.
Not
Communities, not cages.
cages.
All right, I have the honor to introduce Sarah Owens, who is Rodney's legal expert, who is representing him on the case. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Amilcar. Thank you so much to Mildred. Thanks to Rodney. Thanks to everybody for being here today. I kind of am thinking about this, and I keep thinking about this fact that I learned about Stewart County. It's sort of an interesting history lesson. Stewart County was the most populous county in Georgia in 1856. And then the Emancipation Proclamation happened, and everybody that wanted to leave suddenly could. It's a really, really poor place. It's lovely. It's just remote. It's removed from legal services. It's removed from doctors. It's removed from nurses. It's removed from the people that can help when someone needs help. And the people that put it there did this on purpose because it was cheap to buy up that land, to put a detention center in, and to make money off of housing people. They make their money off the government, once again, from keeping people in these conditions. And what we all should care about, everybody, people working for ICE, everybody, is the fact that human dignity is important. We should take care of each other. We should respect the law of the United States, including the Americans with Disabilities Act, including Section 504 of the Rehab Act, including the Immigration and Nationality Act. Mr. Taylor has a conviction, that's true, but it was pardoned. It was pardoned, and moreover, he only got sentenced to probation. He should not be subject to this type of detention. ICE has the ability to release them, all of them, in their discretion. The problem is, since this administration has come into power, there is no discretion. Requests such as Rodney's go to Washington, D.C. to die. And as the judge said at his bond hearing, ICE gets to be the judge, jury, and executioner in this case. It is not fair, it is not just, it is not equitable, it is not legal. And we're going to continue to fight to make sure that he is safe and that everyone in that detention center are allowed to have the things that they need to be happy, healthy, and safe here in the United States. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Give it again for Sarah Owens, who is representing Rodney. And I know she's doing everything she can in her power to get him out from detention, as she does for other clients of hers who are also detained at Stewart Detention Center. Next, I'm going to introduce Daniel Pizarro from New Disabled South. Coming up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Pizarro, and I'm an organizing manager at New Disabled South. New Disabled South is a disability justice and rights organization building political power with and for disabled people across the South. I'm here today to fight in solidarity with Rodney Taylor, a disabled migrant and beloved community member who was abducted at his home by ICE. Shame. New Disabled South is committed to the liberation of all people and fights for the rights and freedom of detained migrants held captive under ICE custody. The Trump administration is trying to incite fear and division, but people across the country are rising up. We are resisting ICE raids. We are resisting deportation orders because we know we keep us safe. We keep us safe. Let me be clear. Disability is too often let out of the conversation when we talk about immigration. Disability is the only identity anyone can take on at any point in their life, and it intersects with every other identity. Yet the specific struggles of disabled migrants are ignored. Migrants with disabilities face barriers from an ableist society that prevent them from fully participating in their communities. This marginalization makes them even more vulnerable to detention and deportation. These deportation orders are not lawful arrests, these are kidnappings. They do not protect our communities, they tear families apart. They leave children without caregivers and disabled people without essential support or life-saving treatment. These raids are not about safety, they're about punishment. They're about terror, and they are rooted in a long history of criminalizing migration and disability alike.
Right.
We must also confront the truth about detention centers. What happens inside those walls is inhumane. Disabled people are denied medication, denied mobility aids, denied access to basic care. Detention doesn't just detain, it disables. It worsens existing conditions, it causes new ones. It puts lives in danger every single day, and that is no accident, it is by design. What we're witnessing is not just injustice, it is a continuation of a eugenic legacy. A system designed to determine who is fit to belong and who is disposable. U.S. migration policy has always been shaped by white supremacy and ableism. It has always targeted those deemed undesirable because of their race, their disability, their poverty, their perceived difference. And this isn't ancient history. In 2020, a whistleblower exposed that a doctor in a Georgia ICE detention center was performing forced sterilization of migrant women, many of them without their knowledge or consent. Shame!
Shame! Shame!
This horrifying abuse echoes a long and shameful pattern in this history, in this country, where disabled people, black women, indigenous people, and migrants have all been sterilized in the name of control. These are not isolated incidences. They are part of a system built to erase, to dominate, to devalue human life. This eugenics is in action, and we must name it for what it is. So today we say enough. Enough. Enough.
Enough!
We refuse to be silent. We refuse to let disabled migrants like Rodney Taylor be disappeared. And we refuse to let any system decide who is worthy of freedom. In closing, let us remember, disability justice is immigrant justice. Disability justice is immigrant justice. You cannot fight for one without fighting for the other. We stand with every disabled migrant who has been detained, deported, or denied care. We fight for a future where no one is locked up, left behind, or cast aside. Our power is in our people. Our strength is in our solidarity. And our future, our freedom, is in this fight. Together we will not stop. Together we will win. Together we will abolish ICE and free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Thank you.
Free Rodney Taylor! Free Rodney Taylor! Free Rodney Taylor!
Give it up for
Free
Daniel.
Rodney Taylor!
Thank you, Daniel. Next, we're going to hear from Nilson Barahona, a person who has, a person with experience who has been detained both at Stewart Detention Center and at the Irwin Detention Center that closed in 2021. Nilson Barahona is part of affected community members. He is also the founder of Icebreakers. So give it up for Nilson.
Gracias. Yeah, there is so much that I can share today about my own experience in detention. But I think that today is about Rodney. And not only Rodney, but there is thousands of people inside detention that are going through the same thing that he's going through. Maybe many of them as immigrants don't have this close family support that Rodney has. And sometimes when we come and we name people's names, we might think only of that person. But let me give you a little insight of what happened inside detention. When you see this kind of stuff on the TV, when you see on the other side of the screen, you know, people realizing that you exist and that your pain is real. When you hear people naming immigrants as the reason why they are fighting. When they see people on the streets carrying your flag as if it is their own. I have only one way to explain this. And I have explained it many times, but I know maybe some people here haven't heard me talking before, so, you know, when something is good, you say it again. And I would like you to think about this in your personal being. And imagine yourself when you have the feeling that you're drowning. And you're sinking into the water and you can't really see the light anymore, but then you manage to reach the surface. And you are able to take that big breath. And at that point, it doesn't matter if you sink again, you know you have the strength to keep fighting. That's the feeling that you have when you see people raising awareness of what they're going through inside detention. That's how you feel inside detention. You hope come back to life. You get a weird sense of a boost in your energy, and you can't really explain it because it might not be physical, but it's spiritual, because you're feeling the energy from the people on the outside fighting for you. And you can only think how long it took for them to plan a 2-hour rally. And you say, wow, I matter. You know what that gives you? It gives you the courage to speak up. It gives you the courage to tell your story because you know somebody's listening. The reason why they put these detention centers in private and far and isolated places is because they want you to get that feeling of nobody's around you. They know you're going to get that trip when you get on the bus behind this building all the way over there, and you're going to see all those open fields, and you're going to think like, who's going to come here? How am I going to tell my family to come and see me all the way over here? What are they going to have to go through to do that? So they isolate you. But today, what we're doing here is just proving who we are as a community. And sometimes people might think, oh, you know, these are outsiders coming to make trouble here, right? But today, I would like to do something that I've done 2 times. And it worked, so I'm going to do it again. And that is to prove our identity as a community. And the way we're going to do it today, we're going to use sports. And we're going to tell everybody who is here today. What are we representing here today? And I'm going to explain it really quick. We are the home of the brave. You're not going to scare us. And even if we feel afraid, the passion that we feel for this community is way stronger than that. It's going to take more than that. The other thing, as Falcons, we have always been told that we can and we will rise up. It doesn't matter how hard you try to oppress us and try to identify us as outsiders. Today, we're going to show that we are locals. And how are we going to do it? We're going to do it by keeping Atlanta united. That's how we're going to do it. So today, I want to invite you to chant with me, really quick. When I say who we are, we're going to say, home of the brave. When I say, what do we do as Falcons, we're going to say, we rise up. And when I say, no matter what, we always will, you're all going to say, Atlanta United. Okay? We're going to practice or do it at once? Let's do it. Let's practice once and then we do it with everything, right? Who we are? What do we do as Falcons? We will always keep
Atlanta united.
It seems like we practiced it before. But we're going to do it even better this time. Who we are? What do we do as Falcons?
Rise up.
And no matter what, we will always keep
Atlanta united.
We will always keep
Atlanta united.
We will always keep
Atlanta united.
Thank you, Nilson. Give it up again for Nilson Barahona, who has been detained at Stewart and give us these powerful words of encouragement to continue this fight, to continue fighting for those who are detained, for community members who are here, to let them know that they're not alone. So let's do that in English and also do it in Spanish. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Now in Spanish. No están solos. 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 Quick announcement, it's hot. So make sure that you hydrate. There is water here. So if you need water, please grab something here from the cooler. Our marshals and our volunteers can help to distribute as well. And let's keep up the energy. We want ice to melt, but we also want us to hydrate. So please make sure that you drink some water today. I'm going to introduce Bernice Moniger from Liberian Associate of Metro Atlanta, who is going to speak and say a few words about running. So welcome, Bernice.
Thank you for being here today. My name is Bernice Munger, and I am a member of the community. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So my name is Bernice Munger, and I'm proud to stand here today, not just as a concerned community member, but also as an immigrant myself. My father is an immigrant. My mother is an immigrant. My uncle, my workmates, and friends are all immigrants. I know firsthand the fear, the stress, the uncertainty that comes with so many families when it comes to immigration policies and regulations and enforcement. I am a member of the Liberian Association of Metro Atlanta, which is called LAMA. It is a nonprofit organization that serves advocates for empowered Liberians and African immigrants across the Atlanta area. There are over 25,000 Liberians in the state of Georgia today, and as many are here also in Metro Atlanta, and each of them is part of this community in the fabric of the state of Georgia. LAMA has been the voice and the shield to our people for years, from fighting for temporary protection status and also deferred enforced department, to hosting community workshop. Recently, last week, we hosted a workshop that said Know Your Right Town Hall. This was to enforce education on immigrants here in Georgia. LAMA has also provide health services, education program, and community outreach, making sure the people have access to resource, information, and support they need to thrive and to feel safe and seen. And let's not forget about all of the immigrants that's here in this country, all across the world, right? Including Georgia. The immigrants add so much to the economy and the community. We are not just people, we are healthcare workers, we're teachers, we're small business owners, we're caregivers, we are truck drivers, restaurant workers, neighbors who contribute billions of dollars in taxes and help power essential industries. During the pandemic, I was an immigrant. Well, now I'm a U.S. citizen, but I came here from Liberia as well. And I was one of the people in the front line during the pandemic, right? And so many other immigrants risk their life every day in the hospital, grocery stores, and supply chain doing the same. Today, thank you. Today, we're not only here for Rodney, but we're here for all of the immigrants. We're here to raise a voice. We're here for freedom, and we're here to be united together. Today, but we're also here for every father, right? Mothers, sons, daughters, co-workers, and neighbors that raised their life and are being taken away from their family. We stand together, we fight together, we speak up for justice, and above all, we fight for freedom. Today we are stronger, today we fight for freedom, and today we say loud and clear, free Rodney Taylor. 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 And awesome. So I never personally met Rodney. I met his fiance, and I'm not sure how we even met, but it was a couple of years ago. Just in the community we met, and she was so helpful, giving resources to the organization Llama so we can provide free health care services to immigrants and just the community in Gwinnett County. And that's how I met her, and she's incredible. I never got a chance to meet Rodney, but he is my brother in Christ and from the same country as well. And I stand with all of the immigrants. I stand with supporters, families, everyone that is here today to help free Rodney Taylor. Thank you.
Thank you. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Free Rodney Taylor. Give it up again for Bernice. He spoke from Lana. I think one fact that we have been shared before, that Rodney was not only a father who is hoping to get married soon, but also an active community member who has given back to the community. And then this is how this country is paying him back, by incarcerating him, by putting him in the detention center, by suffering all these abuses inside of the detention center. He's saying hi. He's on the phone right now, for those who will get the chance to see him. But Rodney has been giving back to the community. For those who might not know, he is a master barber, and then at Stewart Detention Center, he's been giving the opportunity to people who are going to their court hearings a fresh cut. People who also are being released or being deported, unfortunately, also given a fresh cut of their hair. And he is again giving back to the community. In the community, he was also organizing a health fair, and then happened before even he was detained by Stewart. So he organized everything. He was part of it, and unfortunately wasn't able to be present and also give free haircuts for the clinic. But he is giving back to the community, has been giving back to the community for many years, and then we need to support him. So we are here again to support Rodney, to get him free from detention. We have one more speaker, and I'm gonna welcome Rita Barnes, a member of the Indivisible Georgia. Give it up for Rita.
Communities not cages. Communities not cages. Communities not cages. Communities not cages. Free Rodney
Is Rita?
Taylor.
Rita here?
Free Rodney Taylor.
Hi. My name is Rita Barnes, and I'm with Necessary Trouble. I'm with Necessary Trouble and the Indivisible Georgia Coalition. Thank you all for coming out today. We've come together to demand the release of Rodney Taylor from the Stewart Detention Facility. And we are here to raise the alarm about the shocking conditions at immigration centers all over the country like Stewart. And we know that the conditions are shocking because they made the front page of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution this morning. That takes a lot. That's a big shock. Rodney is a beloved member of the community. He has been a double amputee since he was a very young child. In early January, just days before he was due to pick up new prosthetic legs, he was swept up in the Trump administration's mass deportation raids. Since that time, he has been without proper medical attention, without the ability to walk to the cafeteria, living in an overcrowded, understaffed facility, and experiencing unrelenting, untreated pain. Stewart is a place where detainees are often denied medical care and where they live in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions where their very humanity is being stripped away from them. We must do better. We demand that Rodney Taylor be released. We demand an end to the inhumane policies and procedures of ICE. We demand the closure of Stewart Detention Center. So take these words to your friends and neighbors, to your community leaders, to your state and local and federal representatives. Tell them what is being done to Rodney and the other detainees. Tell them about the cruel and unusual punishment that our government is forcing on our beloved community members. The United States is famously and proudly a nation of immigrants. Unless you're Native American, you are descended from people who were not born here. Whether your family came over here in the 17th century seeking religious freedom, like mine did, or came over here in the 21st century seeking state-of-the-art, life-saving medical treatment like Rodney's family did. Almost all of us are immigrants, and we all belong here. So it's up to us. It's up to us to speak up for each other. It's up to us to demand an end to the barbaric treatment Rodney Taylor and all the other detainees are experiencing. Trump and his Republican enablers are wrongly imprisoning hard-working immigrants in what are basically concentration camps. They are doing this in our name. They are using our tax dollars. They are using our law enforcement and military service personnel to do this. And we, the people, cannot let this stand. Right. This is our home. This is our government. And until we get justice for Rodney and all the recent immigrants being terrorized by the Trump regime, we will not back down. Thank you all. Thank you for showing up.
Justice for Rodney, we will not back down. Justice for Rodney, we will not back down. Justice for Rodney, we will not back down.
Okay, those were our speakers for today. We do want to lift a few names today before we close our program. Again, our support is here for Rodney. We are here in support of any person, any individual detained at Stewart. We ask him to be released, for them to be treated with dignity and respect. We know that people detained in every step of the way, whether they are working, whether they are on the streets, where they are, doing what they're supposed to be doing, supporting community members, supporting their family. They are, scapegoated, and in detention, they are stripped from their dignity in every step of the way. So we're here again to support Rodney. We're here to support other people who are dealing with medical conditions inside of the detention center. There is so many other individuals who are detained at Stewart. As we mentioned, it's one of the largest detention centers today, and people who are incarcerated also in other detention centers. Georgia has also the Foxton Detention Center, which is in the verge of becoming the largest facility in the country. They're adding more beds to this detention center, and we know that this administration is also doing everything they can to detain more people, to open more facilities. And we are here to stand with our community. We are here to say no more. We want communities. We don't want cages. Communities.
Not cages.
Communities.
Not cages.
Communities.
Not cages.
Now, we know the long history of abuse at Stewart, as all our speakers have mentioned today. Sadly, as we mentioned at the beginning, there are people, many people who have died in this facility. I'm gonna name, I'm gonna read their names, and I'm gonna ask you to do the following. Say presente after we say their name. So I'm going to read the name and we all say presente, like making them present here today. And these are individuals who had died at Stewart Detention Center. What we are sounding the alarm to is that we don't want any other tragedy to happen. Unfortunately, it happens too often at Stewart, and we don't want anyone else to go through the same, conditions that they're going through at Stewart that leads to more deaths. So I'm going to read the names. The first person is Pedro Gumayaguay. Presente. Pedro died in 2008 at Stewart Detention Center. Roberto Medina Martinez. Presente. Roberto died in 2009 at Stewart Detention Center. Giancarlo Jimenez. Presente. Died at Stewart Detention Center in 2017. Julio Castro Garrido. Presente. 2018. Efraín de la Rosa. Presente. 2018. Pedro Arriago Santoya. Presente. 2019. Santiago Batén Oslach. Presente. 2020. José Freddy Guillén Vega. Presente. 2020. Cipriano Chávez Álvarez. Presente. 2020. Felipe Montes de Oca. Presente. 2021. Salvador Rosales. Presente. 2023. Dennis Cambrick. Presente. 2024. Jesus Molina Vella. Presente. June 5th, 2025. There are other individuals who died. We also lifting the name of Abelardo Avellaneda Delgado, who died while being transported to a Stewart Detention Center on April 5th. We also want to name Jaspal Singh, presente, who died in 2024 at Folkestone Detention Center. There are other individuals who died in other facilities in Georgia. We are also saying presente for all of them. Presente. There are a total of 18 people who have died at Stewart Detention Center, and we're going to just have a minute of silence. Todos. Presente. Presente. Okay, this concludes the program today. Again, we just had a minute of silence for the people who died at Stewart Detention Center, but we will not be silent against Stewart Detention Center, this administration, and ICE, who are, again, targeting our community, who are inhumanely detaining many people in our communities today. Thank you for coming. Free Rodney Taylor. We'll continue to organize until everyone is free. Free them all.
We will not be silent. Free them all. We will not be silent. Free them all. We will not be silent.
Free them all.
We will not be silent.
Free them all.
We will not be silent.
Free them all.
We will not be silent.
Free them all.
We will not be silent.
Free them all.
We will not be silent.
Free them all. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE. Communities, not cages. 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 Abolish ICE.
Okay, one a few more announcements before we close in. For those who want to support Rodney Taylor case, having a legal representative is expensive. Having a lawyer who can support your case is costly. So we have a QR code here for people who want to support the GoFundMe, Also, we have some flyers for information for you to take. Hopefully we can distribute them in a minute. There is water. Please stay tuned if you want to keep fighting for people who are detained. I wanted to thank all the organizations who have been part of this event today. El Refugio, Indivisible Georgia. We also have PSL, who has been supporting and the organizing New Disabled South, Think Libertad, Georgia 5051, Necessary Travel, DSA Atlanta, and Migrant Equity East, and every community members who are here. Thank you for the gladiadores who showed up. Thanks to Nielsen and Icebreaker for speaking today. Thanks to everyone for coming and supporting Ronnie. Thank you.
Hi guys, I just also want to say I'm a professor at Georgia Tech. I'm taking advantage of the summer with a little bit more freedom. I come out here once or twice a week, sometimes just by myself. The number of people you need for a protest is exactly 1. So if you want to come out here at any time, you come out for about 3 hours. You support the people that are waiting here. You get some honks by people that are passing by. And so that's all it takes. Just takes 1. Thanks.
Thank you.